Yeah, thanks to you. Good afternoon, members of the media. Congratulations to the club. I think a difficult group on the draw when it came out initially, but I think we've done exceptionally well to finish on top of a very difficult group. We bounced back after a bit of a patch in between with the result against Pyramids, the result away to Mazembe, but showed good mentality and good resolve to bounce back and get a good result. So congratulations to the team, congratulations to the players, the technical team and the club as a whole. Well deserved.
Thank you, coach. Colleagues, refused to praise the coach. Your name and publication.
Thanks to
your name and publication, please.
Please.
afternoon, coach.
Afternoon, Kens.
It's Kenzani from Masana from Rwanda.
Yeah,
Are you happy?
very happy. Thank you.
Coach, how important was it for you to finish top of the group with looking at you've been finishing top of the group for all these years, and there's always talk that finishing top of the group doesn't guarantee you do well in the knockout stages. How important was it for you to continue doing this? Because you keep saying that winning the Champions League is not an obsession, but eventually you will win the Champions League. Also looking at gaining the points for the Club World Cup.
No, very important, 100%. It ticks a lot of boxes. And sometimes it's better the devil you know. So you've gone through this route before, and you know what the shortcomings are and the possibilities. So we stressed the importance of winning this game, and also because I think there was a little bit of a sour taste away from home where after we lost, and really maybe undeservedly, because I thought we really played well in Lubumbashi. But we played better today, much better, so much control, so much, maybe a performance like that deserves 1 or 2 more goals. But Mazembe didn't really create chances, even on set pieces, and maybe the biggest chance that they got was from a mistake, built up in just late in the period. But other than that, really a spotless performance, and I was really very happy, and not necessarily with the result, because I think a performance like that deserves maybe a bigger scoreline, but the control, the personality, the aggression, the counter pressures, the passes, very good personality of the team, and I was very happy. The players played with bravery, courage, and we took a lot of risks when we needed to, and that's how big teams must play. So very proud of the players. I'm proud of the team for finishing on top. It's very important, very important. And as you say, it ticks a lot of boxes. It gives us points for the Club World Cup. It gives us confidence going into the knockouts, and it also makes sure that we continue what we are doing, which is to try to win every single game that we play. So very proud of the players, and they deserve a lot of praise and credit for a top performance. Thanks, Kens. Afternoon.
Amazon coach last week, he said you are a big team in Africa, and also Coach Steve Parker said the same thing. And then yesterday the TP Mazembe coach said the same thing. And now you beat them 1-0 today. I can say so easy. What does this mean to you when every coach or anyone calls your team the best team in Africa? And maybe does this put you under some sort of pressure, because everyone now looks at the team and say they have to win the Champions League because maybe we call them the best team in Africa?
No, I get very worried. I'm not used to love and praise. I say to the players, be careful of praise. It's like being fed honey with a knife, and that's I look around once people start to praise me, because before they kill you, they pet you. and they pat you and they pat you and they pat you. I'd rather have people that come straight and show that they hate me or they hate the team and they don't praise the team. Is better. That is much better. The praise sometimes puts you in a false sense of and then you believe you're hyped too much, and then it's so I don't listen too much to praise. I prefer the criticism, and the hate is much better for me. It drives me. It makes me want to prove, so no, I don't listen too much to that. But I appreciate it, and we accept it with a lot of humility. And but yeah, not too much of it, because it's very dangerous, very, very dangerous.
Thank you, Coach. There's a question here on the front.
Coach, you must get apart.
Sure,
you spoke about congratulations.
Thank you. Nice jersey, by the way.
Oh yeah, how are you? She spoke about, the better the devil you know.
Yeah.
So as you go into these quarters, given what has happened in the last 3-4 seasons, what's going to be the approach, and does it matter who you face? And I hope Taiwan is not going to kill me, but I want to ask you about Zuko as well as Tashrik. On Zuko, you said that there's going to be a bit of patience on him, but the way the adaptation is taking a bit faster. What's the reason behind it, especially from a player's perspective, not what you teach, but his internalizing of information and also execution.
Yeah.
And then on Tashrik, he's quick, obviously can play as a winger, can play inside, but with the way that you are trying to use him, can you explain to us just exactly what are you trying to get from him, and from which position, or where does he fit into your system?
The first question, does it matter who we play? I don't think so. We've already trying to see and map out. We'll see once all the results are out and the final standings in each group. And fortunately, we have a club that is, and when I say the club, I mean even the support staff and the senior management. They know how to prepare for these situations, and the club has been in the quarterfinals for even longer than I've been here, so I don't expect too much on that. Zuko, what makes the adaptation process a bit faster is coachability, is humility, is understanding that you're at a big club and you've got to adapt. And I was pleasantly surprised the other day when he actually called me for a meeting. He asked to have a one-on-one with me. Yeah, he did, to try and explain a few things that he didn't understand. And I love that. I love players who want to clarify things, want more information, and want to be coached, So we spent some time speaking and talking about tactics and what he understands or what he doesn't understand. And so he shows that he's coachable, and he wants to learn and wants to improve. So as long as he does that, he'll be in a good place, and he'll improve. Tesh, we have to be a bit patient, because his background is completely different to what he'll face here. The speed of the game is a little bit different to what he was exposed to in Sweden, and maybe even prior to that in Germany. And so let's be a bit patient. I'm not so sure where we're gonna play Tesh at the moment. I'm trying different positions, trying different schemes, trying different roles. But also good kid, very humble, very coachable, and I think a lot of potential also. So we'll see. And he's surrounded by very good players in that position with more experience. So he's got an opportunity to learn from Mshishi. He's got an opportunity to learn from even players like Lucas and Lodge and Peter in offensive positions. So I'm sure he'll come right. It's just a matter of time. Thanks.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
You have enough capable penalty takers in the team.
Yeah.
Obviously it went to Peter today.
Yeah.
And we all know that he's been going through a little spell.
Yeah.
Was it a deliberate thing to give to him to score and get confidence back and stuff, or what was the decision?
No, it's not. It was not my decision. The first thing I said at halftime was, I am very proud of the players. Very, very proud. I say this all the time. To be a top footballer, you've got to be an incredible human being. And when we have a captain like Mshishi, who is a good person, and he leads, and I saw the decision already. I didn't even watch the penalty, because I saw when they gave the ball to Peter. I said, what a team, what a group of human beings, incredible. And when you have people like that who say, we see, we understand, and we know how important you are and your confidence is, and how much you've served the team and helped us to win, and they hand over the penalty, for me that demonstrates an incredible amount of brotherhood and unity amongst the team. And that was the first thing actually I said at halftime. I said, I'm very, very proud of the players and the leadership within the group, because to make that type of decision in an important game like this, maybe overriding the importance of the game and going more into the space of brotherhood and looking after a teammate, really for me is this group deserves more praise and credit for what they do. Just an incredible group.
Coach, do you have any other takers?
Kamu from Soccer.
Sure,
Congratulations from Soccer.
Thanks, Kamu.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. FIFA released the rankings for CAF for Club World Cup qualifications.
Yeah.
You guys, as it stands, going to America next year. Is this something that now you've prioritized making, and is an ambition of yours to go full out for?
Yeah. It's the club's ambition. The club wants to be not only one of the best teams on the African continent, but of course from a global perspective, and the reach is unbelievable. I mean, I spent some time in Brazil, and in the off season or during the break in early parts of Jan, and what we've done is incredible, because you go to Brazil, they speak, oh, you're the Sundowns coach, and the first thing they talk about is the type of football we play. And at almost every single club, you go to Fluminense, they ask, how do you get the team to play like that? You go to Flamengo, you go to Vasco, Botafogo, and they say, unbelievable. They follow, and it's incredible. So if the team has that type of reach only based on the performance on the pitch, you can just imagine once we scale into the Club World Cup space, how much potential this football club has. So it's an ambition of the club, and it's one that we have to work very, very hard to try to reach. But for sure, with the quality that we have, the support we get from the club, it's a possibility for sure.
Coach, you've talked about honey with a knife, and this question is not more about you, but about what the team has managed to change in a period of time. There was a time when Mazembe was coming here, Sundowns would be scared, honestly. And there was a time when Alafu would come here, and Vida and Esperance, and even the supporters would think nothing is coming on at home before even going away, where they would just give up.
Mm-hmm.
But now the fear factor is there. There's an element of a Mazembe coming here, and they think we might get a heavy score, so we must be careful. Just talk to me about the work that goes into this thing, where the team has now created this thing over a period of time, where teams are coming here and they are scared. And how do you, obviously winning the Champions League is important, but how do you maintain this fear factor home or away?
Yeah. It's funny, because when you mention this, I think of what Mario Masha, our analyst, said to me immediately after the game, and he said, he asked Coach Themba Badela upstairs to say, do we really appreciate what we see? And I don't know, because I sit in a space where I appreciate the player. I love my team, I love the players, I love Sundowns, and I don't know whether it's appreciated by everybody. I don't know. But sometimes, you look at something and you're like, I made that example with the sofas the other day. You have furniture in your house, you spent a lot of money initially and you loved it when you bought it, but now it's you see it every day and you get used to it, and then there's a devaluing that starts to happen because it's a commonality, you know, something that you see every day and this thing, and then you take it for granted. Only later you realize, hey, my goodness, we had something really special going there, and that happens in life, you know. So I don't know. I honestly don't know, Skepe. Sometimes I just sit back and I watch, you know, because we have this, and it's not even a South African thing. It's just a general human trait where human beings in general, we have a lack of appreciation for good things, and we try to destroy a lot of good things that we have. And sometimes when I look at this team, I say, my goodness, a few years ago we would not play the way we play, or we would not be as adventurous as we are, and we not play the type of football that we play. And maybe not a lot of people understand because of not being here in the past, but it is what it is. And I said to Mario also, I said, Mario, I don't know. And I will say the same to you. I don't know whether we appreciate it or not. It's deep down in the hearts of the people who are at the club, and it's deep down in the hearts of the people who support the club. Because I also hear this thing, anyone can coach Sundowns. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. But it is what it is. It's our job. Heavy is the head that carries the crown, and sometimes there is a sense of, the coaching job is. I say to people who ask me, should I go into coaching? I always say no, don't ever. It's a thankless job, very thankless. But it's a calling, and while we are here, we have to serve, and we serve as best as we possibly can. But sometimes it's you ask yourself, because it's at the expense of your health, it's at the expense of relationships, it's at the expense of your social life, and it's the only way to get it right is when you make sacrifices. It's the only way you get it right, but no one sees it because no one feels the pain you feel. No one gets sick the way you get sick. No one gets the stress the way you get the stress. So no one feels it, and so you carry the crown sometimes, and people say, he carries it with so much aplomb. It must be easy because the people think it's easy, but it's very difficult. Believe you me, it's a very, very difficult thing. And well, I don't know. Sometimes, and it's good I say this when we've won. You know, sometimes I ask myself, is it really, really worth it? And I've said this even before. But sometimes I do sit on my own and I ask myself, is this thing really, really worth it? This coaching job, you know, because it's easier to sit on the other side and watch and criticize and this is not right, that's not right. But then you say, okay, let's exchange chairs. People will run away fast. You know how fast Muhammad Ali said he was. He said he's fast. He switches off the light before it gets dark. He's already in bed. That's how fast some people will run away from coaching. It's a very thankless job, very thankless. But that it is what it is. Congratulations to the team. Let's end it on a good note. Congratulations to the team and fantastic group of players, and they deserve it. Oh, Mahlatsi, sorry. Sorry, T. Sorry, Mahlatsi.
Coach, just an observation. There was a moment around the 80th minute where Ushishi sort of misplaced the pass to Lebza, but quickly there was recovered, they got the ball, and it could have been dangerous because it was in the
center.
Yeah. I just want to find out from you. I think they recovered the ball in less than 3 seconds. I'm not sure, but they were so quick. And at that time of the game where you expect guys to be mentally not to be as sharp as they should be and stuff like that. How satisfying to see something like that? I'm sure you work a lot on those kinds of things at training.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I saw a video of a Chelsea ball boy helping Chelsea to score a goal. So the ball went out and quickly gave the ball back to the guy. They attacked and then they scored. And Mourinho invited the kid to dinner. So I'm seeing something happen here. It's announced that for the second time now today, a ball boy was sent out because of the staff that is sitting outside. I just want to find out from you, this is my second question, is to how important is the role of a ball boy at this level of football?
Yeah, very important. I can't take credit for that. I think the people who deal with the ball boys are doing very good work. Yeah. And it comes also, I think the club is very experienced in that space. So the management of the team and the people around the team, they deserve a lot of praise for that. So I can't take credit for it. But it's very important. I think it even happened at, if it's not Chelsea, then I think it happened at Tottenham, if I'm not mistaken. Something very similar with Mourinho. And what was the first question again?
The recovery of.
Oh yeah, no, I love that. No, that's the appetite to get the ball back. There are two things you have to accept when you have a team that wants to keep possession. Is that with the possession, there's going to be turnovers. And then like anything else, you've got to think about what are the remedial actions. And of course, then possession goes very closely with counter pressure. The goal, the penalty we get is actually as a result of Zuko going aggressively and getting the ball back and attacking the feet of the opponents. So they know how important that element of our game is. And when you have a 34-year-old who's the captain of the team, setting the intensity and the tone on hunting the ball back, of course that filters down to the rest of the team. And I like that, and I like that appetite. But it's because we accept the fact that we are going to give the ball away. You are going to, when you have possession, you have to accept that you are going to give it away because they're not robots. There's going to be a misplaced pass here and there, and then you've got to then accept that part to that is get it back quickly. And what tends to happen with a lot of football players is they have moments that reaction of 2 or 3 seconds where they are disgruntled or they get disappointed not only in the pass or in their teammates but in themselves. And when the level is higher and you play against quality opposition, that 2 or 3 seconds already the ball has escaped that zone because the players regain and then they think about the next action. So we don't have time to bemoan or to be disgruntled after a turnover. There's absolutely no time, and we'll discuss it after we get it back, and that's the principle and that's the mentality. And I'm glad that it is something that is part of our personality, and the players have got to take a lot of credit for that because it's not very easy to have that mentality, and it's improving and getting better and better with each and every single game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, sir.